So I'm doing the fruit trees the Ellen White method, which is essentially you dig a 3 by 3 by 3 hole, and put in the bottom you put these like little drain pipe things, and then you put rocks in the inside, and then in the bottom you put 3 equal parts soil and manure and peat moss, that stuff. And then you put like a layer of like small rocks, kind of like this stuff like this. And then on top of the small rocks you put another like foot of this stuff. So it's 3 by 3 the hole. And then you put another foot, like a whole another foot of topsoil. And then that gives you one last foot. And then the last foot, then that's when you plant a tree. But you put like a big rock. You put like a big rock like this, or whatever kind of size would work with its roots. Like that one's really small, it has tiny roots, so I used a smaller rock. And I kind of wiggled this is in a pot, right? So I wiggled the roots out of the soil a bit so they're exposed, and I kind of wrapped them around the rock, and I put them in. I guess I should have filmed that, but I just want to get them planted because it's Friday and I just want to chill soon because it'll be Sabbath. So yeah, and then so that's kind of anchored to the rock, and then the rest of that foot you put that same mix that you put on the bottom, which is the equal part topsoil, compost, and peat moss. And I like leaving like a little berm around so that when I'm watering it keeps the water inside, and then if it rains it keeps the water in better too. And fruit trees need a lot of water, I'm told, so I'm just basically what I learned from Rob is he just put the hose like this and he just waited until the hole overflowed, and then he stopped watering, because you can't really overwater them unless your soil is like clay or something. Then you could actually probably easily waterlog it, but this soil is like, it's basically just sand, like, so I'm sure it'll drain just fine. I don't think there should be any issues. And so pricing, like this one was $150 Canadian, but that's because it's already got fruit on it, right? Tastes amazing, by the way, if you're wondering. This one, oh, if you're wondering what type it is, did it fall off? Oh, it fell off, eh? I think it was called like passion cherry, but I can't, yeah, I'll look at the receipt later. And then this one, I have no idea what this is called, but it's also cherry. It was like it was growing out of their other tree, so they just sold it to me for like $10, which is pretty cool, but you know, it's tiny, right? So that gives you an idea. Basically pay more the bigger the tree is, which makes sense. I mean, they take a long time to grow, so I don't know. It might take a couple of years, and well, maybe 5 years until it gets to that point. Yeah, but they're here now, so that's cool. Honestly, I think they should grow like really well, because a lot of people use the natural soil it's already around in their own compost, which you can do. But if your natural soil isn't really that good, then it's not that great. And our natural soil here is just absolutely, it's just sand. So there is, like, I could go in the forest and carefully scrape off the topsoil in the forest, but that would just, you know, that would take so long to get enough soil to fill these massive holes. And I started to do that. I'm like, no, I'm just torturing myself. So I just bought it. Just bought the stuff. And yeah, you might be asking, why am I planting fruit trees if I'm leaving? Well, I'm waiting for things, and in the meantime, like waiting for the VIN number on my chipper and stuff. So in the meantime, I just want to keep doing stuff and getting experience with things. So I just thought I'd plant some fruit trees here and bless Rosemary. and just keep working on our garden, keep getting experience with gardening, and I think it's valuable. Also, I just completely skimmed over the fact that this whole area, I want it to be like a food forest, so that's why it used to actually all be like this beautiful lush stuff, but I want it to be beautiful lush food stuff. So I made this thing a little bit bigger here. So you can, before it was like this, it sloped all the way in. It was super awkward to walk past here, but I shoveled it all out, so that's nice and wide. You can just walk through no problem, and you can even bring a wheelbarrow through here if you need to work in here, you know, whatever. And so it's awesome, pretty awesome. This one might be getting done soon. We'll find out. And what I'm thinking is I put it all in here, but once you water it a whole lot and it rains a whole lot, eventually the soil will settle. And so once it settles, I can use an extra bot to like fill it in, so it's not just this big, which actually a big might actually be good because then it'll hold water better. But no, I want it to be same level as the ground, and then just have a berm on the side. So, and then if I have extra, like I got way too much peat, got way more than I thought I needed. So I don't know, just use it for future potting or amending the soil in here, because you know I put all that soil in this big bed. I didn't realize how bad the soil was. It's just sand, so I'll probably use some extra stuff to fix that. And then I'll go show you the wood chipper, because I've actually brought it up here on a trailer, a friend's trailer. Thankful he let me use his trailer. So now I can actually wood chip some, start chipping up some of this stuff. I just cut, there's a big tree here I cut down because it was blocking, is casting shade on this area, and I want to grow stuff. So all the wood is here drying, so that we can burn that eventually. And then there's also a pile over here. Well, I might as well go show you. I don't know if the pine would make, like, I don't know if fruit trees like acidic soil. I gotta look that up. I know berries do, but if I chip this, there's gonna be a whole bunch of pine needles in it, right? So something to think about. There's also like so many huckleberry bushes. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, if you're wondering, this is what the place looks like when there's no snow. So this is the wood chipper here. Super old thingy. It's from well, no one knows when it's from. I think it's 1986. Yeah, there's some issues with it I'm trying to fix, but like the main issue is that it just got one speed, which is fast. When you put the stuff in, it's just and if you put like something big, it just gets choked up every time, right? Because the blade in here, it can't spin fast enough to like chew through all that material at once. So I wanted to install some sort of something in the hydraulic plumbing, some sort of lever that I can slow it down, so that it can like slowly go through the big stuff and not, you know. So yeah, I also need to fix the pressure. I installed this pressure gauge so I can see what the pressure is, and I put this belt on here because the belt on here when I bought it wasn't the right belt. So I put this big beefy cogged belt on it. So now it's like giving me a proper reading, and the belt isn't smoking and burning because it can't handle the pressure. So, and it says in the manual that this thing's only good for 2,500 pounds of pressure, the PSI pressure. And right now it's at 5. It's maxed out. It literally goes right here. So I gotta adjust the control valve and stuff. And the way I do that, if you're wondering, I just put a big, huge log in there and just get it stuck, and then it'll max out, and then I can know what the pressure is, the max pressure. But before, what I was doing is I'd actually just literally I'd take this off of here and I'd put it on the end of here, And so this is pushing pressure here, like all the pressure from the engine and the hydraulic pump is pushing here, and it goes into here, and then it comes out here, and in doing that it spins this little thing, which is, oh, does it spin that way? No, it spins this way, which spins a roller in there, which sucks the log in, and then it comes out here, and then it goes into this one, and then that, and then it yeah, and then it returns that way, and then it spins that one too, the opposite way. So it sucks it like this. But that worked when I put it there. But the only thing is, I tried to take it off, and I put it on so tight, I literally could not get it off, and I almost stripped the thing there. I literally, like, I put it on a bench clamp. Okay, so like this thing couldn't move. And I took a wrench that's the same size, and I went as hard as I could. And the table the bench clamp was moving, so like I had it between my legs, and I was like went as hard as I could. I was just stripped the edges, so I'm like, oh, forget it. It's just on there. That's just where it lives. So yeah, I replaced the filter. Replaced the filter here. So new hydraulic oil filter, new engine oil filter, and I replaced the oil in there too. Replace the oil in this thing, the propane tank for the hydraulic oil. It's kind of funny. It's a quirky looking thing. It's yeah, it's great, honestly. I mean, if I could get it working really good, yeah, it'd be a fun little thing. That's that. Maybe I'll show you it working sometime. And so one thing I was doing is there's so much like random wood like scattered all over the place, so I split it all, and I just stacked it up here. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. I mean, it wiggles a bit, but I don't know, should be good. And that's a lot of the trash that was laying all over the place that we kind of gathered into this one place. And I forgot to do that. Yeah, every time I go into town, I want to take like a little bit so we can just slowly get rid of this. Yeah, so this is like all drying. Still quite wet. I mean, it was a live tree, right? So I'm gonna look up how long that takes to dry. But it's sitting right in direct sun when the sun is out. So, and the plan with this is to basically, like, I wanted to get like free cardboard from the refuse site. Stuff that's not, it doesn't have like ink on it and it doesn't have tape. If it does have tape, I gotta take it all off. It'll be a whole thing, but I lay all that down. That'll suppress the weeds for a while, and then I go take the wood chipper, make a whole bunch of wood chips, and just cover this whole thing with wood chips, and cover everything in there with wood chips. It'll just be wood chip city. Maybe I'll do the whole path here with wood chips. Just go crazy with wood chips. So as the cardboard breaks down, as the wood chips break down, it also feeds and builds the soil. And so the nice layer of soil under there will just slowly keep increasing every year. Like if I'm here all the time, I'll just keep adding wood chips every year, right? And so the layer underneath will keep growing, and I'll just have this nice, beautiful, humusy soil, and it'll just be awesome. But that takes years and years to build, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So if I am here for years and years and years, then I can do that. But no, like, I think I should leave, so I'm planning on doing that, but open to the Lord's leading. I'll go show you let me go show you the strawberries. I'm gonna move this. Yeah, so I don't know, is this like enough water yet? This is the thing, like, cause it comes out of our little tank, our water tank over there. Water tank. It comes out of our water tank, and it comes out super slowly, so I was thinking like, oh, how am I gonna know when there's enough water in here, you know? But it's been watering for like quite a long time now, so I think it's good. But I was worried that, I don't know, that it might just water forever, because this soil is very well draining soil, almost too well draining. So, but all this organic, nice, beautiful soil I put in here should retain the water pretty good. Maybe I should measure the rate at, like, I'll put this in like a measuring cup, and I'll time how long it takes to get to like a liter or something, and then I'll just use ChatGPT to like give me the GPM of that, and then I'll just use ChatGPT to be like, if my GPM is this in my garden hose, how long do I leave it sitting here until my fruit tree has enough water? Something like that. I also made this little gate thingy, which is so much easier to get in and out of this garden. Before it was this weird like flappy roll of like wire you had to like move every time. But this makes it much easier to get in. The only thing, I have no idea how to make doors properly, and so this thing is like falling apart already. Like I use this thing to like kind of hold it up, like, but it's not really working. You can see I put it here and I put it here, but because of that, it like pulls it out. So if I go on this side, you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's like this. Like look how close it is on the top, and then look in the bottom, it's like almost out. You know, there's like almost a gap there, right? This should like come in here. So it's kind of twisting the whole thing. So I need to somehow fix that. And it's even like twisting this thing. It's like coming off of here. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, but it's something. At least it's something. So I'll show you how I did the. This is how I did the. I just put a little handle thing, and I put a little hole, string, pull that, it opens, because I want it to open inwards because there's a hill here and not a lot of space, so I wanted to do it inwards, so this is the only way to do that. Well, it's the only way I could think of. And I got this little thing. And then if you want to close it, because I use my shoestring, my synthetic shoestring, which gets like stuck in there, so I gotta like pull it out. So this slackens, and then you can actually close it properly. Maybe I should get a better something that doesn't grip in there. I'm not sure though. Whatever, it kind of works. Anyways, yeah, this is how I do the hinges. So it's just a hook and another hook. You put a what's this called? Yeah, you put a bolt through, and then you just put a nut under, and that's the hinge. Same thing here. Works pretty good, honestly, for like doors like these. Works great, honestly. That's all you need. So yeah, these were growing off of that other fruit tree. So I'm like, well, why don't I put them in pots, and we can have 2 more if they grow. But I kind of cut them off, like not thinking of that, and then I realized, oh, there's little roots on them, so I'll just plant it. But if I thought of that earlier, I could have just kind of slowly ripped them out, and they would have had way more roots and way better chance at surviving. I don't really know if they'll live, but they might. So that's that. These are store-bought lettuces. Rosemary gets them, and then she kind of throws them outside and lets the rabbit eat them, but I kind of put them in here to experiment if they grow, and this one started growing. This one's doing really well, but unfortunately she doesn't like this type of lettuce, but you know, at least it's something. Everyone likes this lettuce, even the animals, and so I planted 2 other ones before, but they got eaten, and that's that. All this stuff is growing nice. And this is basically just amended with, well, she did add topsoil in here at one point, and we've amended it with the rabbit poop ball stuff, rabbit pellets. These are sunflowers, and the idea is the sunflowers grow up, and then the peas or beans, whatever these are, they kind of interlace into the sunflowers as a trellis. So that's pretty cool. And the idea with this bark is that, of course, it breaks down into mycelium when I mix it in more and put better soil on it. This is the potatoes. I maybe put too much peat in here, and like I don't really know how good the soil is, but I am hoping, because it's mostly just mulch, like wood mulch that wasn't really fully decomposed. So yeah, maybe a couple more weeks and we'll see sprouts come up. And I built this thing, this big boy thing. It's just a trellis. That's just what it is. I think she planted beans or something here, so we'll see if those come up. I realized I put that triangle thing, being like, triangle, it's gonna be sturdy, but no, because like, I mean, if you push it, well, actually it is pretty sturdy, but technically it would like go like that, the whole thing. So if I really want it to be actually sturdy, I should put another one from here to here. Then that would lock it in solid, and from here to that one. That would be ultimate sturdiness. But honestly, it's good enough. It's good enough. This is growing beautifully. The asparagus is growing way better than it ever has before. I put this stuff on because I had extra, but I regret it because that soil is so disgustingly like useless. But it's fine. I'll just add, because we got extra, so I'm gonna mix some more of that. 1 part peat, 1 part topsoil, 1 part compost. Put that in there, and then I'll mulch everything with wood chips, so it protects it from the sun, getting baked by the sun, and then it breaks down and adds mycelium. I was honestly thinking about maybe also adding wood chips to all the paths in here. It might make it look kind of nice. Oh, these are the raspberries. I don't really know if they're fruiting yet, honestly. Oh yeah. There's something growing there. Focus, focus. You can do it. Yeah, something growing there, so that's good. Strawberries are doing pretty well, honestly. Like last year, they were just, it was a little kind of sad. I think we harvested most of them already. Oh, there's one little red one there. Yeah, we harvested most of them, but they're growing new ones. Tastes so good. Oh, so good. Especially when it's such a hot day and you're just dehydrated and you eat a little beautiful fruit. It's so good. Oh, and I'll show you the there's these little wild ones. I don't know if they grew from those plants. Yeah, right here. All these beautiful little wild strawberries. Look at those little thingies. Honestly, they taste so good. They like taste like little sour gummy worms. But like sweet sour gummy worms. Like they're not too sour. It's like so small. It's so good. Oh, that one was really sweet. Whoa. Oh, oh. That was good. Okay. Yeah, this probably has enough water now. Okay, that brought the water down an insane amount. I might have to refill that too. So I got the pump here. And I usually use that tote that's way up there. Oh, where is it? There it is. Yeah. I use that thing. I put it on the truck. And then I use this little Einhell pump thing. And pump water into there. And then I drain it into there. So it's gonna be Sabbath tomorrow. Well, this evening. So and I am like, I just smell like manure. So I'm actually, because it's the summer now and the weather's so hot, it warms up the temperature of the creek. So it actually makes it warm enough that you can just lay down in there and have a little bath. The only thing is, once you get out, you just get eaten by these black flies and these horse flies. But it's a small price to pay. A small price to pay for a free bath. I'm gonna just get my clean clothes together. I'll show you the path because I think I showed you in the early spring when nothing was really growing yet. And I'll show you what it looks like now, like all the bush and everything. I had to weed whack it. I gotta weed whack it again, honestly. It just keeps growing. Hello, trash. Goodbye, trash. Also, there was a dead tree here. I just cut it down and I chopped all that up into firewood. Put all the branches here and then I'll wood chip those. Honestly, that's probably the cleanest wood chipping pile for wood chips. Because it's all dead, right? So it's not green. So it would like break down right away and turn into beautiful soil. It's honestly pretty. All these beautiful little clover flowers everywhere. And all these things, I don't know, are those daisies? Something like that. There's little cute little bees everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I flew away. Okay. It was supposed to rain today, but I'm thankful it's kind of partly cloudy, so I can, honestly, I don't mind if it rains. They water the fruit trees. So yeah, there's a path I weed whacked, but you can see it's, it's already coming up. Yeah, it's beautiful. God is good. This is where that spring is. Right there. It's probably where all the mosquitoes come from. So this stuff, actually, I probably could have harvested this for topsoil too, because that's it's nice and dark looking. Beautiful, just beautiful beautifulness. Once the huckleberries come out, then this will be a food forest. Be a literal food forest. Like we'll just have buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets. Because out on the road too, they're like literally everywhere. Like honestly, I can't believe it. So this big, massive, huge tree, it decided it was gonna lay down. So it's gonna give us some company today. Hi, tree. I was gonna cut it, but it's kind of a nice feature. No, I'll probably cut it eventually, but just keep forgetting about it. Yeah, look at the huckleberries. They're like so big already. Wait, let me put it normal. So big. They're everywhere. Everywhere. And yeah, if you guys don't know what huckleberries are, wow, they're just everywhere. Look, these ones are actually starting to turn red. They kind of look like raspberries, but I don't know if you can tell the Fibonacci spiral, the shapes within that Fibonacci spiral are smaller. Raspberries have bigger kind of little blobs on them. These ones are smaller, and when they're ripe, it's more of like a bright red, almost pinky kind of, very bright red. And they taste, oh, they taste so good. It's not like raspberry. It's sour, but very tangy, like super tangy taste. Like it just tastes, because I used to be I basically was addicted to like sour gummy worms. I'd buy way too many of them at one point, and it was bad. It was really bad. But by God's grace, I stopped that, and they almost taste like that. So now I get that in nature, and it's natural. Oh, so thankful, Lord. Thank you. It's just beautiful. I don't know. Beautiful. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall over on me. I think it's dead. The main trunk is dead, but then there's live ones growing through it. It's like, I don't even know how that works. Can't really see it with the lighting here, but yeah. And I kept, so when I mulched this, or I weed whacked it, I kept these little things because they kind of look like those weird like alien plants in Avatar. You know, I don't know. I don't actually know what these things are, but it's fun. There's a huckleberry. And that's where when I went to save the chair, I put it here. I put it back though. A little bit closer. Yeah, and so this is where I come to get eaten by flies. And it's not quite, it's a little bit too shallow here, but maybe over there it's a bit deeper. But it's nice, it's just kind of in your backyard, kind of. Just come down here. And the other place is by the bridge, but I have to go down the road and stuff, and it's kind of too far away, so this is quicker. It's more chill. So I will see you after I become refreshed. So that's that. I'm heading back up now with the clothes, and I'm gonna hang them on the clothesline there. Honestly, today it wasn't really that bad for flies. Maybe because it's cloudy. I thought it would be worse because it's cloudy. But nope. No, it was beautiful, beautiful time. And I was reading Patriarchs and Prophets recently, chapter 7, about the flood, and I don't know, one of my favorite chapters and one of my favorite stories is just really displays the awesomeness of God, the power and majesty of God. And it also is a very timely message for today, because honestly, like, the same thing is going to happen like really soon. He promised, though, he would never destroy the earth with a flood again. And he promises, and the rainbow in the clouds is a sign of that. And he doesn't call it a rainbow in the Bible, he calls it a bow. And interesting enough, because I thought about it, I'm like, well, isn't that just a natural like thing, you know, like light goes through a prism, it creates a rainbow. But I thought about it, I'm like, no, naturally, if light goes through mist, it would create a straight rainbow, not a bent bow. I think that's actually very impossibly unnatural. And so that's how you know it's God's special sign, rainbows. But anyways, I was going to say that he promised not to destroy the world with water again. But he does promise, when he comes again to reclaim his people, the earth will be destroyed with fire. And I was thinking of actually making a little short film with AI to kind of visually demonstrate that story for people who do not like reading, or I don't know, I think everyone could like reading. They just have to do the hard part of actually reading enough to like start liking it. But I know for me, I enjoy reading, but it's hard for me to get into it. Once I'm into it, I'm locked in, you know. But I have some sort of ADD, attention deficit disorder, I think. I don't know, I'm never diagnosed for it. Man, these clothes are dripping on my pants. So sometimes it's hard for me to sit down and read a lot at once. Okay, this is a steep hill. Anyways, so I was thinking of making a short film for people. And to demonstrate God's love, I think the flood story is also a beautiful story of God's love for us. If all we do is just return that love by being faithful to Him, allowing the Holy Spirit to work in us, and that bears fruit in beautiful, sweet obedience. Not that we're saved by obedience, but obedience is the fruit of God working in our hearts to know that we're truly converted. Yeah, I thought it would just be a beautiful film to make. AI has gotten to the point where literally anyone can make a short film about anything now. It's become so easy, and so I wanted to try that. But I gotta kind of learn how to do screenwriting and stuff. I've never done that before, so yeah. Also, might be good to create one about, I mean, they already made a movie about that, The Prince of Egypt, but to make like a theologically accurate one as well, because that also represent end times, because the 7 plagues that happened in Egypt will happen again in the last days. They're a little bit different, but I thought I would start by making the biblical types of the things that are going to happen in the future that are coming soon, and then I can maybe make a movie about those, or I'll just let reality be the movie for those and just make movies about the past ones. I don't know, but I used to make movies with my cousins and my sister when I was little, and it was a fun time. It was really fun. So I thought maybe I'd get into that with just using AI or something, see how God leads with that. But yeah, it's been a blessing. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Take care, God bless. They all fit. That's super satisfying. They literally fit like perfectly. Awesome.